Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Lingo with today's Read Aloud. We are going to be talking about the role of an author and illustrator. Now the role means the job. What job does an author and an illustrator do? Now, we've talked about this some this year so far, so let's get started. This is our front cover, and our title is Let's Meet a Firefighter. And down here at the bottom, we have Gina Bellisaro. That is the author. The author, remember, writes the words of the book. He or she works with the illustrator and they write the words to the book. And our illustrator is Ed Meyer. It says illustrated by Ed Meyer. Remember, these two have to work together so they can make the book. This is our title page where we have the title. And again, our author and our illustrator. This is our table of contents to where we can find out what page to look on. If we wanted to see about Toolbox on Wheels, we could go to page 12. We'll learn more about that later. Chapter 1, Emergency Fighter. Our class is visiting a fire station. We want to find out what a firefighter does. We meet Jim, the firefighter. I solve problems called emergencies, says Firefighter Jim. Does that mean you put out fires? Asked Juliana. Firefighter Jim says he does a lot more than fight fires. He helps out at traffic accidents, and there's a car. Remember, we've got to have the words from the author and the pictures from the illustrator work together. He helps out traffic accidents, and there was somebody who had an accident, and the firefighters are going to help them out. He rescues people trapped in floods, but mostly he deals with medical emergencies. Sometimes people who are sick or hurt need help fast. A fire department ambulance can often get there the fastest. Many fire departments have their own ambulances for medical emergencies. I think the one in Conover, just right down the road, still has ambulances. Firefighters also fight plenty of fires. They put out fires in buildings and save people in danger. They're working together to put out that fire. And there's how the author talks about the firefighters putting out fires, and the illustrator is showing how they put out a fire. Some firefighters stop wildfires, and wildfires are fires out in the woods. These fires burn in forest and fields, not necessarily a home or a building, but this is going to be out in the woods. When I grow up, I want to help people in emergencies, says Maya. That's what I said too, said Firefighter Jim. After high school, I went to a fire academy. I learned how firefighters do their jobs. Then I became a firefighter. You mean an emergency fighter? Says Maya. Chapter 2, Toolbox on Wheels. Firefighter Jim uses rescue tools for emergencies. He keeps tools inside of his fire truck. Now, if you've ever been to the fire department, you'll see all of these tools, the hoses, an axe, mask and oxygen for the firefighters, and big wrenches. These are big scissors that they can cut open a door. An axe opens windows. A fire hose carries water. Jim's air pack holds air. A fire can fill a room with smoke. The pack gives Jim clean air. He breathes the air through a mask on his face. Does anybody know what number we call in case there's an emergency? I hope you said 911. I wear the air pack with my firefighting clothes, says Firefighter Jim. Firefighting clothes are called bunker gear. Special pants and coats protect Jim against burns. This bunker gear keeps him safe in fires up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hotter than most ovens. A fire truck is a tool. It is also called a hook and a ladder truck. There's the ladder, and it's got a hook on the end. A metal ladder on top helps firefighters climb 100 feet high. Ladder hooks latch onto a roof. They keep the ladder steady against a building. Why do firefighters have to take care of their tools? Something to think about. I wonder if it's because if they have those big dull scissors, will they be able to cut somebody out of a car that's been injured or that's been in a wreck? If the hooks aren't hooked just right, what could happen to that firefighter? Yeah, he could fall and get hurt. So that's why it's important to take care of the tools on a fire truck. Chapter 3, Community Hero. Firefighter Jim is more than an emergency fighter. He teaches the community about fire safety. Gavin thinks that makes Jim a hero. Firefighters are people in the community. You never know who could be a firefighter. We might meet some this week. Last week, Jim visited Gavin's home. He helped Gavin's family make a fire escape plan. The plan shows them how to escape if their home is ever on fire. I wonder how we would get out of our house if we had a fire here. Now, every month at school, we practice fire drills. What happens if the school catches on fire? We know how to get out of the building. Maybe we need to start practicing at home also. Firefighter Jim also visits schools. He came to our school during Fire Safety Week. We practiced ways to escape a fire, and we learned how to prevent ones. Prevent means how you learn not to start a fire. Firefighter Jim gives us a hand with fire safety, so we give our safety helper a hand too. Are you curious about fire trucks, fire clothes, hoses, and ladders? You're in luck. Firefighter Jim works at the fire department. So this is the back cover where there is just a little summary on the back of our book. If you ever get a chance, I don't know if they can let you now, but go visit a fire department. They are some kind of fun. Bye, boys and girls, and I'll be back tomorrow with another read aloud.